Delicious.
Fast food franchises continue to vie for your attention, but not all menu offerings make the right kind of headlines. Here are the worst fast food menu flops of 2023 so far. Burger King Mexican Original Chicken Sandwich.
America isn't ready to accept a gay Mexican chicken sandwich.
Classic, original, tried and true. The original chicken sandwich has been a staple since 1978 when Burger King first unveiled it. It didn't take long for this simple yet delicious sandwich to become one of Burger King's best sellers. But with the passage of time comes the fear of being left behind. So on that note, fast food chains are always tweaking recipes to provide new options for their customers. One such offering is the Mexican Original Chicken Sandwich. This is a rendition of the classic chicken sandwich that comes complete with ghost pepper queso and fried jalapeno chips and sounds perfectly reasonable on the surface. In practice, however, Burger King has thoroughly missed the mark. The queso feels out of place on a chicken sandwich, and the jalapeno crisps aren't always as crispy as the chain claims. These things combined have led people back to the original chicken sandwich, leaving the Mexican variety in the dust. Sometimes innovation can be a good thing, but we're firm believers that if something isn't broken, you shouldn't fix it.
These sandwiches are important.
Dunkin' Breakfast Tacos.
How do you say taco in Mexican?
Taco.
Yes, that's exactly the word I want to translate.
In recent years, famous fast food chains have searched for ways to expand their profits, and many of these franchises look to breakfast as a time slot that's being terribly underserved. Wendy's, Taco Bell, and Arby's have all tried their hand at breakfast in the last few years, with mixed results. Dunkin' Donuts, now just known as Dunkin', has always excelled in the breakfast lane, but even firmly planted in their wheelhouse, they can't seem to leave well enough alone. Dunkin's breakfast tacos are a strange creation coming out of 2023 with little to no love being shown upon their arrival. At the outset, breakfast tacos seemed like a slam dunk for a chain that's entire menu is centered around breakfast. But when customers got their hands on them, a different story played out.
What are those?
The tacos are made with familiar breakfast staples like egg and bacon, with the added zest of lime crema, roasted corn, and sharp white cheddar. These flavors sound like a match made in heaven, but the preparation and execution of the dish have left something to be desired. What customers are typically served doesn't resemble the dish being advertised in the least, with the integrity of the tacos being called into question first and foremost. No one wants to eat their breakfast out of the bottom of a paper bag. But unfortunately, many customers have complained that the structure of the taco simply doesn't hold up. Dunkin' will always have a special place in people's hearts for the pastries and coffee that they're serving up on a daily basis. But these strange new tacos might be best left alone next time you stroll through their doors. McDonald's Strawberry Shortcake McFlurry.
A dishonest shortcake. I got it!
On the off chance that you visit a McDonald's with a working ice cream machine, the flagship frozen treat that you're probably after is the McFlurry. The McFlurry has done much of the heavy lifting when it comes to McDonald's dessert menu. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten about the OG McD's apple pie. But with the changing of the seasons comes an opportunity for innovation, and that's exactly what McDonald's has elected to do. Enter the Strawberry Shortcake McFlurry. It's exactly what you would expect by the two words in front of its name. Pieces of strawberry shortcake are used in conjunction with the classic McFlurry mix, and the result is less than exemplary. Many people were confused about this particular offering, claiming that it doesn't serve any real purpose. Most people still prefer the original over this new and improved version, which seems to be a common theme with many of the new offerings on our list. Customers claim that the Strawberry Shortcake McFlurry brings nothing new to the table besides the artificial flavoring of this beloved dessert. As a result, sales have suffered, and we don't expect to see the item remaining on McDonald's menus for very long.
That's super sad.
New to BabbleTop? Then how about hitting that subscribe button? It's not like we're asking you to find the Loch Ness Monster. Thanks. Arby's Bourbon Barbecue Sliders.
An Arby's big beef and cheddar melt? This is the problem.
Over the years, we've seen some truly decadent sandwiches come out of Arby's kitchen, most notably about a decade ago with their Market Fresh sandwiches, which make a comeback annually. However, there have been some less notable creations coming from the Southwestern chain, and unfortunately, these next sandwiches fall into that category. The Bourbon barbecue sliders are an attempt to provide value to customers, a smaller sandwich at a smaller price point. But when a customer orders something off the value menu, they want to get their money's worth. That doesn't seem to be the case in regards to these strange little sandwiches. Many people claim that these are just smaller renditions of already popular sandwiches made by the chain. If you're eating a barbecue slider, why not just go whole hog and upgrade it to a classic roast beef? Because that's exactly what you're getting when you order one of these sliders, sans the melted cheese, of course. Arby's has to give people options, right? Wrong. Customers are avoiding these sandwiches like grim death, citing the fact that you're getting very little for the price paid. If you're looking to save a buck, well, you shouldn't be looking at Arby's in the first place. But even so, there are better offerings that pack much more flavor than Arby's strange new sliders.
I think we could have done better than that, don't you think?
Chick-fil-A Cauliflower Sandwich.
Well, first of all, cauliflower is delicious.
Chick-fil-A is an institution that's been serving up some of the best chicken sandwiches to ever come out of a fast food joint. But not on Sundays, mind you. Yet, with the recent push for plant-based alternatives, even the king of chicken isn't invulnerable to consumer demands. Many fast food chains have chosen to go the plant-based route and offer up alternatives to their most popular menu items. Just look at the success of BK's Impossible Whopper. On the other hand, a few chains have fallen short of the quality that customers expect from their establishment. The Chick-fil-A cauliflower sandwich is just one example of this. For around $7, you can try this strange sandwich as well. It's marketed as being a solid cauliflower fillet dunked in the same batter that they use on their chicken. We aren't sure what's being lost in translation, but it doesn't seem to be as big of a hit as the franchise anticipated it to be. Chances are that if you're already frequenting Chick-fil-A, you don't mind paying a few extra dollars for higher quality food. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be what you get when you plunk down the cash for the cauliflower sandwich. Customers report that the sandwich is mostly breading and doesn't warrant the cost. Maybe just stick to, chicken next time. It is in their name. Cauliflower doesn't have quite the same ring to it.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Quiznos Lemon Herb Lobster Roll.
Eat lobster. It's good. It's good.
There's always danger when a fast food restaurant attempts a foray into seafood. Fish and crustaceans are notoriously hard to source and store, which makes them a logistical nightmare for fast food chains everywhere. Have you ever wondered why McDonald's only really offers one seafood item? So when a company decides to offer seafood as a main selling point, consumers need to be wary. Such is the case with Quiznos Lemon Herb Lobster and Seafood Sub. Lobster rolls are a much beloved culinary item that many people are passionate about. Well, it took almost no time at all for customers to get to the bottom of this strange offering. Some of the first customers to try this seafood sub say that it tastes like fish in a lemon tartar sauce, which is a far cry from what the brand claims to be offering. This is coupled with the fact that the sandwich leans far too heavily into the citrus side of things, coming complete with full lemon wedges atop the roll. It's not hard to pass up this strange sandwich, especially when considering that Quiznos has a variety of offerings that have been pleasing customers for years. We're content to leave the herb lemon lobster roll on the back burner and let it slip quietly into the night.
Lobster or no lobster, this is still a very special dinner.
KFC Spicy Slaw Chicken Wrap.
What, did KFC go out of business?
If there's one thing that KFC does well, it's chicken. However, KFC is not immune to the scrutiny that comes along with releasing a chicken dud onto the populace. The Spicy Chicken Slaw Wrap is exactly what it sounds like. It's a breaded chicken tender rolled into a tortilla, topped with pickles, mayo, spicy sauce, and of course, coleslaw. The chicken wraps at KFC tend to turn up every so often, being released seasonally on their value menu. This offers customers the same great-tasting chicken that they know and love in a smaller and more affordable option. It's the best of both worlds. Saving money while getting the same standard of chicken sounds like a match made in heaven, right? Well, it turns out that the most recent rendition of the chicken wrap is coming under fire from KFC fans. Consistency with these wraps are a major problem. Some customers report getting a measly tender as the centerpiece, while others claim that there's too little or too much spicy sauce, which goes the same for the coleslaw. It appears as though there's no linking factor that can make this item a hit across all stores. Some people love it and some people hate it. But one thing that cannot be disputed is the item's sales. This wrap tends to underperform compared to other offerings, and as a result, we're unsure of how long the spicy slaw chicken wrap will remain on KFC menus. There's probably still time to go out and try one of them today, but for how long? Only the Colonel knows. Burger King Semla Dessert Burger.
It's our signature dessert!
Why can't burger joints just serve, burgers? Many chains across the nation are attempting to break into different markets to fatten their revenue stream, which means that creations you wouldn't normally expect often come flying out of the kitchen when they're least wanted. Such is the case with the Burger King Semla Dessert Burger. It's a strange creation that comes on a pastry bun known as a semla or Mardi Gras bun. The dough is filled with cardamom, invoking the warm spice of the holidays. While there's no actual burger patty in this creation, the juxtaposition of seeing dessert in hamburger form has sent most people running for the hills. This burger, if you can call it that, was on offer in Denmark during Lent, and the locals didn't take too kindly to it. Customers who tried it couldn't help but notice the faint flame-broiled smell that wafts out of Burger King restaurants, making the item a strange combination of sweet and savory. While you'd have to fly halfway across the world to try this strange creation, there are many alternatives in the US that we think could fulfill this craving. Maybe stick to one of those.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Panera's Toasted Baguettes.
Oh, baguettes. Yes, I like baguettes.
Panera Bread has carved out its own little slice of the fast food market, offering reasonably healthy options for those in search of a quick bite. Their in-house breads, salads, and soups have put them on the map and let them occupy a niche that serves a certain type of customer. In recent months, they've unveiled a line of sandwiches that sound good in theory, but have resulted in disaster in their implementation. Panera's Toasted Baguettes are exactly what they sound like. It's a sandwich constructed on a baguette that allows for any number of ingredients and combos, namely the smoky buffalo chicken, caprese melt, and pepperoni mozzarella. These all sound like the beginning of a good sandwich, but the fault lies in their preparation. The customers that were brave enough to try them claim that they're an absolute mess when it comes time to eat them. Consistency is all over the place, with some ingredients being skimped out on or sometimes forgotten completely. It remains to be seen if Panera can refine these sandwiches and breathe new life into them, but in the meantime, there's always Subway.
Eat fresh.
McDonald's Cardi B and Offset meal.
Cardi B appreciation days? Terrible.
2 for the price of 1. Cardi B and husband Offset may be a strange couple, and as a result, they've created an even stranger meal that quite simply no one asked for. The meal's a strange combination, complete with drink orders, and customers have found out that simply because you put a famous person's name on something, it doesn't make it inherently good or valuable. Such is the case with their date night meal. It comes complete with a cheeseburger, quarter pounder, fries to share, and a large high-C lava burst. It's kind of like something that a child would put together if they were given reign of a McDonald's. No one wanted it, no one cared about it, and in the end, no one bought it. It lasted a few months on the menu before being 86'd, hopefully for good.
Destroy it! Throw it in the fire!
Got a menu flop that let you down? Let us know, and hit that subscribe button and check out another great video.